Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Smith. I'm your instructor for human biology and evolution. And this is basically a survey of the the evolutionary history of our species and our genus as well, the genus Homo and the species Sapiens. And we'll begin with the evolutionary process, make sure everybody is up to speed with that. Then we'll go on to the fossil and genetic evidence for our earliest appearance as a genus around 2 million years ago, and fossil evidence even of precursors to that more than 4 to 6 million years ago. And then we'll continue on. We'll see the emergence of Homo outside the continent of Africa and its diversification into a wide variety of peoples that we see today. We don't all look the same, and of course culturally we don't all act the same. Well, there are biological and also cultural reasons for this great diversity of humanity. We can reasonably ask, with one of the questions of anthropology, why is everybody not identical? Well, we will be answering that question. We'll see a great amount of both cultural and biological diversification and adaptation to local conditions all around the globe. So essentially we're looking at the evolutionary history of our species. And what I wanted to do in this brief introduction video was just introduce myself and give you an overview of what we're going to be doing. Now, the textbook is a compilation or an edited volume of Physical Anthropology 08 and 09. It's the one with the orangutan on front. I've looked at the more recent updates, and they're not significant updates, and in fact I'll tell you about things that need to be updated from this. But you can get this inexpensively online, and I think maybe also at the Linfield bookstore. But the point is, this is our book, and the structure of the class is as follows. Each week there is a learning module, basically a set of ideas, concepts that I'd like you to think of that sort of summarize or encapsulate the more specific things that you're going to be reading about. And one way that you'll communicate to me that you've done that is by writing an essay per week, very short one, maybe a page, an essay per week describing to me or kind of encapsulating for me these ideas, these sort of syntheses of what we've learned. In addition to the articles that are in the book, occasionally I'll put a PDF file online. So you won't have to go anywhere to get it. It's a PDF file that basically, it's a bit more reading. I keep these very short. I know that everybody's working, everybody has different timelines and all that. I try and keep everything as flexible as possible. But anyway, I'll also be putting some supplementary readings online, and those will, again, help to flesh out, or they'll give examples of things and so on. Then at the end of the week, you'll synthesize all of that. You'll send it to me electronically, your essay. I'll put some marks on it, and I'll send it back to you with your grade. In addition, each week I will use this little device, this little sound recorder, to basically speak to you. And I'll make some comments in words on this little audio file, which I'll also put on the website. And you can listen to that. You can download it as an MP3. I believe that'll be the format. But you can listen to that on a player or wherever. I have a lot of students who listen to these on their way to work, for example, in a car. The point is, you can listen to that, and it'll be 5-10 minutes, and sometimes more, sometimes less, but it'll be a few minutes of me discussing, okay, again, further, what did we learn, what were the concepts that I'm trying to communicate during that week, that learning module. I used to do videos, and at some point I will do them again, but it's still a little bit clunky to do them. It takes some time to edit them and load them online and so on. So for the moment, and in fact actually some people prefer kind of a podcast, a weekly audio file that they can listen to. Making dinner or doing the laundry or something like that, you can also be listening to this without having to watch it. Having said that, I do have some videos on YouTube. I'll put the link online. And those show you sometimes, when we're talking about the fossil material, the skulls and the teeth and so on of these different hominids, I do have some videos online from previous classes that are directly transferable to this. And you can watch those, and you can actually see, sometimes I'll be showing you the tools made by these hominids or the fossil material itself. So there's a little bit of audio-visual, but mostly it'll be audio sort of supplements to the text and also to the readings that are supplementary to the text. So That's really what I wanted to do today, is just say hello, and I'll be talking with you on these weekly sort of podcasts. Keep in mind, students often ask, can we set up sort of a kind of a chat session online where we discuss things back and forth? I'm afraid a real-time one isn't viable yet, or it still doesn't work. In years of doing this for the online classes, it doesn't work because people are all over the world. I've had students, I haven't looked now, but students in Japan. I will be in England for part of the time that we're in this class. I'm going on a research trip to England. I'll be at the University of Durham doing research for a book, but I'll also, of course, be checking in and attentive to your class. But I'll be over there sometimes, so there's an 8-hour difference if you're on the West Coast and 5 hours if you're in the East Coast. The chat sessions don't work. What does work, though, is a discussion board where you can post a question and I'll get back to you, and we can sort of discuss things in slightly less than real time on a discussion board. All right, that's really what I wanted to say today, and I will see you online.